Now we're going to talk about the first step in finishing your car, which is using this equipment here. On the left we have rasps, on the right we have files. A rasp is designed to take more material out of the wood than a file. If you can see the teeth on here, they're deeper than a file. It also has two sides to it. It has a flat side and a rounded side, or contoured side. This is used if you have any curves that you have to get into. This is used if you have any flat edges that you can work on from there. The second one we have here is a cylinder, or it's rounded all the way around, and it's also referred to as a rat tail rasp. Moving on, we have two files. Again, this one is flat and then contoured. Also at the top, it slightly tapers. We have a file that is flat on both sides and tapered again. And then a third file, like our rasp, which is a cylinder all the way around, or a rat tail file. When using a rasp, it's designed to go one stroke at a time. So you push it, lift it up, push it, lift it up. A file is designed to do the same thing, but you can go back and forth and you'll get the same results. Now we're going to move and actually demonstrate how to use the rasps and the file on the car. In order to keep your hands free so you can use the tools, you're going to need to put your car in a vise or a clamp. And you'll see it's attached to the table already, and you're going to place your car in it. I'm going to work on this section of the car right here. You can see that once the saw was done with it, it looked nasty. So this we're going to clean up. Since I'm working on that spot, I want that to be secured firmly in the vise. I don't want to clamp it down here and then sand up here. That friction might break the car. So you can see this area is kind of curved. So I'm going to start with the rasp, and I'm going to take the contoured side. All you do is you keep a couple fingers on it, and you push through, and then you lift up after each stroke. And you can see that there's some sawdust already starting to form there, and it's cleaning up some of my grooves. And you can probably actually hear the amount of work it's doing. Now after some time, when it's cleaned up, you can switch over to the round rasp and really get in there deeper and clean up what the contoured rasp couldn't do. So there's a noticeable difference. After that, you can take the file and do the same thing again. Like we said before, you can go back and forth with the file. Notice that I'm slightly turning it around the groove, working all the marks out. And then last, you can grab the round file and really clean up what's left. For time's sake, we didn't go all the way through and get every groove, but there's the progression of using the tools. Now we're going to go to the contoured file, just like we did the contoured rasp. As you can see, the rasp took care of a lot of stuff here, and then we can switch to the file. When you're using this, the file does some work, but you're going to have to put some pressure into it too. So you really have to work at putting some weight down into it and getting into actually getting the material off the car. You can't go lightly like this. That's not going to be enough pressure. You have to put some more force into it. Then once that's cleaned up and you have a little indentation that you can't get to with a contoured file, you can use the round file and really get in there and clean it up. Again, I'm putting a lot of pressure on my file with these two fingers, and this hand is acting as the hand that controls the movement. These two have the force down on it. That's going to help you get the material off quicker.